What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Man, let's just get this out of the way right now. Everybody's been asking me, Shack, 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 Shack. Have you heard this? Have you heard that? Have you heard about this Gruden? Have you heard about what's going on with Tom Brady? And we could have had this, and we could have had Gronk, and we could have. Let me go ahead and address this once and for all. Here's what's going on. Saturday Saturday evening on Gronk, who had Gronkowski, who has his own podcast that was just launched, was on UFC show. They did a dual thing with Dana White, head of the UFC, and Gronkowski was trying to rummage up this old situation on his first show and get Dana White to verify the fact that John Gruden blew up a deal for Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski to join the Raiders the year before they won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. And they were in the 11th hour. And John Gruden nixed the deal. Tom Brady was looking for homes and all of that. And he was trying to coax him into doing it because Gronk didn't want to do it. But Gronk was trying to get Dana White to tell the story. He got Dana White to tell the story. Dana White said he was instrumental in the deal, instrumental in getting the deal set up, however that is. And it was a done deal until John Gruden decided at the 11th hour to nix the deal. And we've all heard the interview with Tom Brady being on LeBron James' show, The Shop. And when he talked about, he was surprised that he wasn't going to go to this particular team. And in regards to the quarterback, he said, you guys are going to really go with that MF, and he said he was going to, take it personal and said he didn't really going to go to that team anyway. And he wound up going to the Bucs and all that kind of stuff. And at the time, everybody was assuming it was Jimmy Garoppolo because of his history with the Patriots and him, Tom Brady being from the Bay Area, from San Mateo, which is arm's throw away from San Francisco. Grew up a San Francisco 49ers fan. Was there when Joe Montana threw the ball to Dwight Clark in the catch. He was actually in the stadium as a kid, and he always wanted to play for the 49ers, and they just assumed it was him. And then it comes out that this whole particular situation, and once Dana White verified it, Gronkowski verified it, and said, see, I got you to say it, not me. And, Dana White, it's like, okay, well, whatever. And basically it's making the Raiders look like we could have had, John Gruden could have had Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski the year that they won the Super Bowl. Let's get this crazy stuff out of the way right now. Let's start with the facts. Number one, do I believe Dana White? Yes, I believe Dana White. Dana White has no reason to lie. Dana White is from the Las Vegas area. Dana White is a Raider fan. He has actively been working to try to get players to come to the Raiders. I believe him 100%. I definitely believe that he was involved in at least getting the conversation going. I think he was instrumental in getting Tom Brady to want to come to the Raiders. And I definitely think that John Gruden pulled the plug on him. Now, that's as far as I go with it, man. Deals happen in business. Most deals do not close in business. Okay, most opportunities and most projects or offers do not close. Anybody that's done business knows that most deals don't close. Overwhelmingly, no big deal, man. Deal didn't close. Here's the thing that's driving me insane with everyone talking to me about it. We could have won the Super Bowl. We would have had Tom Brady. We would have done this. We would have had Gronk. We would have had this. We would have had that. Here's what's going on with that. That same season, remember, it was the pandemic season. Okay? Remember when Tom Brady came to the Death Star and played against the Raiders and had 5 touchdown passes, or scored 5 touchdowns, 4 of them passes, and he ran one in, beat us 45-20. Don't you understand that that defense that he scored 45 points on would have been the defense that he would have been having to deal with after he got off the field scoring points? We weren't winning a Super Bowl with Tom Brady and Gronkowski. The reason why he won down there in Tampa was because he had more pieces. Our best player that season was Darren Waller. That was Darren Waller's breakout season. After that, who else did we have? We didn't have anybody that was really doing anything. Okay? So we wouldn't have won anything. Another thing, this is all how life works, man. It's good that that trade didn't go through, because what would have happened? John Gruden still had the emails out. Let's not forget that. The emails were still in circulation that were used the next year. Okay? So don't think that we would have won anything because, number one, that defense. Number two, Gruden is still Gruden. They still have the evidence on Gruden. Okay? And in regards to Derek Carr being the person he called MF, that's what it is, dog. End of the day, if that's who he's talking about, and he said that's not who he's talking about. Now everybody's trying to speculate that is who he's talking about. Hey man, I take a dude at his word, man. If I call somebody something like that and I get called on it, I'm not going to be the guy that's going to say, no, I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about him. And then later on, it comes out that I was talking about him. No, that's not how being a man works. Being a man means standing on my square. Yeah, I said it, and I said it about him, and that's what it is. So until Tom Brady comes out and clarifies whether or not it's DC, I'm not listening to it, because he already addressed it and said it wasn't DC. Okay? There you go. I'm not putting words in another man's mouth. That's the second thing. Last thing is this, man. Your head coach, Raider Nation, because this is who I'm talking to pretty much. Everybody else is just watching and enjoying this. Your head coach, Josh McDaniels, actually tried to trade for Derek Carr to go to the Patriots. He wanted to trade for him in last year, 2021. He came to the Raiders to play for Derek Carr, to play with Derek Carr, actually coach Derek Carr, I should say. We got what we needed to get. Okay? Tom Brady is the GOAT. But the GOAT isn't saving the 2020 Raiders. That's not happening. Raiders ain't going to do nothing with the GOAT. We're not winning no Super Bowl. We have a better chance now. I believe that everything is everything, but I think that this is much to do about nothing. Don't get caught up in it. The Raiders are doing well in preseason. Every time the Raiders do well, media wants to come out and try to throw a monkey wrench in the program. You guys can participate in the BS. I'm not participating in the BS. I know what it is. I know what it ain't. And what it ain't is Tom Brady wasn't winning the Super Bowl for the Raiders, because that defense was still the same defense. And that's the truth. All right, man. Love all y'all out there, man. Matthew Sheck Unfiltered.